It's Always Sunny in Saratoga.
Hey, welcome back to another podcast. Today, before I hurry and get into the topic, 1, I'm going to hurry and do the commercials. 2, I'm going to play a song that will explain the topic. And 3, we're going to talk some deep shit. So, first off, let's do our commercials really quick. It's been a few episodes since I've done them. I'm going to talk about Onnit. TryOnnit.com. I want you to go to that, and that is Onnit with 2 N's. Everybody check it out. Go ahead and load it on your screen. If you're listening on your iPhone or something, probably not. But anyways, I want you to go to TryOnnit.com, and what Onnit is it's a supplement company, more for like human performance, not necessarily working out and doing things like that. It's about keeping yourself really healthy, keeping you smart, keeping your brain running and rolling. I never start a podcast without Alpha Brain, and that is one of their products. It's called Alpha Brain, and it is super awesome. It's seriously like your brain warms up, and then you just feel it like run, like just rev the engines. It's insane. Your brain just runs on all cylinders, and I am like you're more you're creative as hell, if that makes sense. Like you just pull things out of your brain that you didn't know you had, or that you thought about, or you could just talk forever. And my wife kills me every time I take it before bed. Sometimes she's like, "Fuck, you got to stop taking this stuff," because seriously, I just want to talk about everything and anything in the world. And so it's awesome stuff. It also gives you lucid dreams. If you take an Alpha Brain 5 hours before you go to bed, and then you pop another one of their new moods, it's a different pill that raises your serotonin, makes you more happy, you sleep, you relax a lot better. I don't know if you have a really stressful day, you can take one. It's like a natural Xanax, I believe, and it's just a really awesome product. New mood, definitely I take every night, and you'll have, like I said, you'll have lucid dreams where you'll wake up in the morning and you won't know if that really happened or not. They're so realistic, they're so video game like, they're really, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you wouldn't believe it unless you have done it. Like, it's going to take you 2 or 3 times, and then you'll start experiencing them more naturally, and they'll start reoccurring and stuff, but you can really benefit from lucid dreams on many ways, and because you can become more creative, you can think of things more, you can control your dreams. It's really cool stuff once you get to that like REM state. Anyways, I definitely suggest all of it. I just got a new order in, so now I have hemp force protein shake, and it's very chocolatey, but I would definitely, it is so healthy for you. It's probably the best out on the market. Highly want everyone to try at least Hemp Force. Definitely Alpha Brain. If anything, if you don't want anything else on that website, please get Alpha Brain. Fucking do your brain a favor. Do yourself a favor. If you're in college, if you're just running a little slow, if there are days that you feel like, shit, I need to get some work done, or I need to be more creative, I need to think of some ideas, I need, I've got writer's block, whatever you need, get some fucking Alpha Brain. Pop 3 of those pills, and you are set. You are just fucking, again, you probably don't even believe me. That's a sad thing, is your brain's missing out. You're missing out. Get some Alpha Brain, you fuckers. All right. Go to TryOnnit.com, by the way. And also, because I do love the Joe Rogan podcast, I want you to use keyword Rogan at checkout, and you'll get 10% off. And I know if you spend over $150, you'll also get another 10% off, which means 20% off of your fucking order. That's like $40 off of my last order that I just bought. So try it out. TryOnnit.com. You're going to love it. ONNIT. Fuck my phone. Anywho, you are going to love this shit. Please, just try it out. Second thing, my company, it's called Down the Aisle Vinyl. Whether you're about to get married, whether you're never going to get married, I don't care. Fucking go to my website. It's called fuck my phone. Down the Aisle Vinyl. And I want you to check it out. And what it is, I'm getting you guys a promo code. I just don't know how. I need to ask my wife. But we'll get you 10% off because you guys listen to my podcast. You're welcome. Yeah. And it's a home decor. We put all the vinyl quotes that you ever wanted on your walls. We do all kinds of shit. We put stickers on your toilet that say, "Stop pissing on my seat, put it down." And no, I'm kidding. It doesn't say that. It just says, "Put me down." But it's awesome to have in the house. I get comments every time someone comes over. They love them. And we sell them like candy. It's crazy, you guys. So check out our website, Down the Aisle, and hopefully you know how to spell that, vinyl.com. And check it out. I will get you a promo code ASAP. In fact, if you message me on Facebook or Instagram, I will get you 10% off. How's that? How the fuck is that? That's awesome. Get your mom a Mother's Day gift or a Father's Day, birthday, whatever. I guess that's all gone. The next year you can get it, but get it now for their birthday or some shit. I don't know. Your house can use some decor. If you need anything, I hate doing bulk stickers. It's a pain in the ass. It really is. But if you want bulk stickers, if the price is right, I'll do them for you. 1. 2, if you want just something that you've seen online or that you're very creative or you want a logo or you want something, go ahead and just message me on Facebook or actually convo us on Etsy, and that's where we sell it through. Convo us there, and then we'll set it up for you and we'll do it for you because we love you. We just recommend and say that, hey, we heard your podcast, and I'll set you guys up, okay? I love my listeners, so I'm going to set you guys the fuck up. All right, here, I'm going to play this song. I want everyone to listen to it. You may or may not have heard about it, but it is all about the topic that we were going to be talking about today. And it's kind of touchy. It's a little weird. Never talked about this, to be honest with you. I don't even know if my wife knows much about it. I think she knows a little. But anyways, I'm going to play the song. And then I would love to get some feedback from you guys and stuff about this episode because it's going to be very, very out there. So anyways, here's the song. Check out, listen.
Oh girl, this boat is sinking. There's no sea left for me. And how the sky gets heavy when you are underneath it. Oh, I want to sail away from here. And God, He came down, 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 and sailed down, 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 nothing, down, 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 down.
He rolled up, asked him what he was sipping on. Said, lean, you wanna hit it, dog? That's the same stuff Wheezy sipping, And tons of other rappers that be spitting hard. Yep, he had 5 up bone. Then when I passed him that styrofoam, the Easter pink heard it rhyme before I finally got to see what all the hype was on. And then he took a sip, sitting in the Lincoln, thinking he was pippin' as he listened to the system. Little did he know that it was just as addictive as bass, not the kind of hit from the kick drum. Hot box, let the bass bump, take it to the face, go. Months later the use went up, and every blunt was accompanied by the pink stuff. But goddamn, glove that feeling, purple rain coated in the throat, just so healing. Medicine alleviate the sickness, liquid to fix them, it comes with the cost. Wake up, cold sweat, scratching, itching, try to escape the skin that barely fit him. Gone, get another bottle just to get a couple swallows, headed towards the bottom, couldn't get off it. Didn't even think he had a problem, though he couldn't sleep without getting nauseous. Room spinning, thinking he might have sipped just a little bit too much of that cough syrup. His eyelids closed shut, sat back in the chair clutching that cup. Girlfriend came in a couple hours later, said his name shook him, but he never got up. He never got up, never got up. We live on the cusp of death, thinking that it won't be us. It won't be us. It won't be us. It won't be us. Nah, it won't be us.
Oh girl, this boat is sinking. There's no sea left for me. And how the sky gets heavy when you are underneath it. Oh, I want to sail away from here. And God came down, 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 and sailed down, 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 nothing.
He just wanted to act like them. He just wanted to rap like him. Us as rappers underestimate the power and the effects that we have on these kids. Blunt past, ash in the tin, pack being pushed, harassed by the feds. The fact of it is, most people that rap like this talking about some shit they haven't lived. Surprise, you know the drill. Trapped in a box, decline record sales. Follow the formula, violence, drugs, and sex sells. So we try to sound like someone else. This is not Californication. There's no way to glorify this pavement. Syrup, Percocet, and an eighth a day will leave you broke, depressed, and emotionally vacant. Despite how Little Wayne lives, It's not conducive to being creative. And I know cause he's my favorite. And I know cause I was off that same mix. Rationalize the shit that I try after I listen to Dedication. But he's an alien, I'd sip that shit, pass out or play PlayStation. Months later I'm in the same place, no music made, feeling like a failure. And trust me, it's not dope to be 25 and move back to your parents' basement. I seen my people's dreams die, I seen what they can be denied. And weed's not a drug, that's denial. Groundhog Day life repeat each time. I seen Oxycontin take 3 lives. I grew up with them, we used to cheat dimes. I seen cocaine bring out the demons inside. Cheating in line, friendship cease, no peace in the mind. Stealing to take anything to fix the pieces inside. Broken, hopeless, headed nowhere. Only motivation for what the dealer's supplying. That rush, that drug, that dope. Those pills, that crumb, that roach. Thinking I won't ever do that, not that drug. Growing up, nobody ever does. Until you're stuck, looking in the mirror like I can't believe what I become. Swore I was gonna be someone, and growing up everyone always does. We sell our dreams and our potential to escape through that buzz. Just keep me up, Hollywood, here we come.
All right, that was Malcolm Moore with Ryan Lewis. If you haven't guessed, the topic today is most likely going to be about what? Well, it's about addiction, and it's also about cough medicine. And I'm going to be the first to admit that I was not necessarily addicted, but I was very, very a high consumer of this thing called cough medicine. And I know that it can be addicting. It was fucking insane. Crazy stuff that shit is in. I mean, there's so many I don't know what you want to call it, but there's so many types of messed up chemicals in that shit. But first off, it fucks you up. Cough medicine is horrible, not only for your body, but I mean, when I say it fucks you up, like I've never done anything that's ever been as fucked up as that. Like, it is a mix between probably ecstasy and mushrooms, and sadly, I can't say it was so negative. But I'm going to say that it is addicting. And I also am going to say that it's completely not healthy for you, and it's very fucked up because it can hurt the living shit out of your liver and your body and your brain and your just addiction. The fact that addiction, that sucks. Like, addiction can be a lot of things. I mean, people can be addicted to Facebook, people can be addicted to whatever, but I would rather be addicted to like something like that, Facebook or something, compared to fucking cough medicine. And, my wife, she always says, oh, no, you weren't addicted. You weren't. Well, this is kind of pre my wife when I met her, and a little with her. And then thank God for her. Like, she was the reason I decided I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm ready to grow the fuck up. And I'm not going to name the pills I took because I'm scared that maybe you guys will be enticed to try them. But they were pills. And you would take like 8 of these pills or more, depending, because that's the sad part, is once you start taking them, you start getting your high would be a lot less. And then you'd have to take more to finally get that. So you become almost immune to the normal, what you should be taking. And then that's when people start to die and get crazy. And anyways, I've had so many countless friends and stuff, but I'm going to tell you a few stories about times I was on it, the good, the bad, the ugly, mainly the bad and the ugly, and just some crazy stuff. So anyways, the first time I took these pills, again, I'm not going to say what they are, but the first time I took them, I worked for a studio called Studio 600 here in Salt Lake City, and I used to do all kinds of shit for them and promote, and anyways, this, that. But one night I decided, hey, I'm going to take tickets, or I'm going to do the door checking and stuff. And I don't know why, but a friend, anyways, he told me, hey, yeah, check this shit out. Try it. It's fun. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. Tried it out. Holy shit. Within an hour, first off, I couldn't stare straight. Like, my eyes were wandering every fucking where, and it sucked because I was at work, 1. 2, I thought everybody knows. I'm like, oh shit. Every person walking into this club right now knows I am fucking high off of my ass and that I am just tripping balls or whatever, which they didn't. That was the weird thing. I don't know. I guess I don't know, but none of them knew. And I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. And my friend's like, yeah, no, you can do everything you can normally. You just feel a little funnier. Yeah, right. I couldn't fucking do shit. I started taking the tickets and I got sick of it. So I sat on the ground and I had a buddy with me who I won't name, but he was working with me that night because I asked him to help me. And so we're sitting there and we're doing our thing. We're taking tickets. And anyways, we got sick and tired of it. And so we decided, hey, let's just sit on this floor right here. Why? I couldn't tell you. Time, I completely lost track of time. I didn't understand time. Time made no sense to me. And it was pretty fucking, it was scary. Because, like, I would think that, you know, it had been 10 minutes and it had been, like, a minute. And just weird shit was going on. All the lights were super, super bright to me. And it was kind of getting crazy and then almost this weird feeling, but it wasn't that bad. So anyways, when I was outside the club, I was outside of the club. So you could barely hear any of the music, this thing, that thing, you know, whatever. I was probably doing the whole ticket shit for about 2 hours. Got sick of that, obviously. I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't do shit. So I left my post pretty much. And I just gave it to this person and said, hey, okay, can you do this? And they're like, yeah, I'll do it. Okay, cool. And I left with me and my friend. And the doors were shut to the club or whatever. They were open, swinging door type stuff to keep the noise out. So anyways, I open up the doors, and the fucking noise just boom, just fucking hit me. And it was insane. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. It just fucking all made sense. It was like, within 5 seconds, it all made sense. I felt the music. I know that's really weird. People talk about, oh yeah, ecstasy, you feel the music. Yeah. And I'm sure that's totally true. I've never done ecstasy. I'm not going to fuck with ecstasy. I'm done with this shit. If it ain't natural, keep it out of me. But seriously, that was the most fucking insane feeling in the world because it was just this song. It was like you could feel the waves, the pounding, the fucking everything. It was really messed up. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I had to sit down for a second on a bench. And then these two girls came and sat by me. And I thought, oh, great. For sure they know what the fuck I'm talking about. They know I'm fucked up right now. Because you become paranoid in a way. And you're like, shit, everyone knows. Everyone knows Christian's high off of his ass right now. And it sucks because I knew so many people there. And apparently none of them knew somehow. That was fine with me, I guess. But it was just really, really sketchy that, you know, how many people maybe did I know were fucked up and I didn't know that. So anyways, going on, sat there, these girls are talking to me. I'm trying to hold a conversation. It felt like 1 hour. Like it seriously felt like they were saying words, but everything was slow motion. The music, that was mainly what I wanted to feel. I wanted to stand up, go sit there and do what those hippies fucking do at every one of those burns is just dance by yourself. Like, it was the weirdest feeling in the world because you feel the music, but you also word the music and you just wanted to fucking move your body and do nothing. And I gave zero fucks what anyone thought about me at the moment. And I was just like, like I was just feeling that shit and it was crazy. And, anyways, so going on more and more, all of a sudden they brought out fire dancers. I don't know why they had fire dancers, but they were like throwing these fire pole things around and doing this twist, and I don't know what you want to call it. But I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and then, you know, a giant circle goes around the fire dancers. They're doing their thing and dancing. All of a sudden, I started realizing, holy shit, I'm just seeing pictures of these fire dancing, meaning like just flash, flash, flash. It was never a continuous circle. It was just like a blink, stream, just the flashes of this picture. So it almost felt like, I don't know, I was just watching one of those flip books. And it was just this flash, 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 as the flames were moving and stuff like that. It wasn't the same. And all the lights were fucking taking over me. And it was just really, really weird feeling. And then the fire dancer lady dropped the fire. She dropped it on the floor at the dance club or whatever. And I was like, oh shit. And my emotions, like my brain that says, hey, you shouldn't touch that. Yeah, I was not there. And all of a sudden I had this overwhelming feeling, go grab the fire. And again, this is a giant circle. This person's in the middle. No one's in the circle other than the fire dancer. So I start walking to go pick it up. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And again, it was just a flash because I just saw this flash. All of a sudden it was on the ground in front of me and I was going to grab it. And I was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't grab this. And it was pretty crazy. It was just this weird feeling of like no block, no filter. And so anyways, I'm like, okay, fuck, I need to go sit down. I don't get what's going on. So again, that happens, and I stand up. I probably started doing some dancing for about 3 hours, I'm sure, which felt like, 5 minutes. Anyways, and so at this point, I'm like, I got to go home, man. I don't feel good. This is sketchy. This is scary. This is kind of really weird. Yet I enjoyed it because it wasn't really bad. It was just more, I can't control my vision because my eyes are going everywhere. These lights are taking over. People are taking over. Someone's trying to have a conversation with me. I don't give a shit about the conversations. And I'm just like, I want to go. I just want to go somewhere alone by myself, whatever, with my friend. So anyways, our friend who recommended we do these things said, nah, you guys will be totally good to drive on these. You can drive because it's just like you can use your brain. You can see and think. Anyway, so we go out there and we're sitting in the car and we're like, all right, can you drive, Alex? And fuck, I just said his name. Anyways, so I asked my buddy if he can drive, and he's like, no, I can't drive, dude. I can't do this. And I'm like, I can't do it either, man. So we sat in the parking lot probably for 2 hours. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you're good now because it's been 2 hours. And so he's like, okay, we'll just do a quick little loop around the parking lot. We'll see if I'm good to drive. We didn't get more than 4 feet. We parked at another parking stall, sat there, and I'm like, fuck. How are we going to get home? We can't do this. There's no way you can drive. I can't think. I can't focus. I'm so sketched out. I'm scared of cops. I'm scared everyone knows and, this stupid shit. So finally I called my ex-girlfriend, who I will not name, and she came and finally picked us up and dropped him off and then dropped me off, and I just crashed in bed, and I was so scared. The next morning I woke up with the worst fucking headache. I felt like everything got drained from me. I felt like shit. I couldn't move. My brain was dumb. I was dumb. Like my brain had just ran on so many cylinders that I completely went stupid. And it was fucked up. It was completely fucked up. You would have thought I would have learned. I didn't learn. Because then again, the friend, hey, look, we should do those things again. Oh, okay. And so now it's a bigger group. Now it's like 4 of us guys. And we're sitting there and we're doing these glow sticks. We're listening to music. We're doing this stupid shit. And again, mind that I've only done marijuana. I've only smoked weed probably about 4 times ever in my life. And not a huge fan. I don't have anything against it. When I smoke, the people I'm around usually make me smoke 1,000 times more than what I probably should smoke. And so I smoke way too much and I get sick. And so anyways, if I were to ever smoke, I'd probably just do it by myself. So that way I don't have anyone pushing me. But anyways, I don't do drugs. I really don't. I drink here and there. I smoke a cigar once in a while, but that's it. And so when I was doing this stuff, this is like a huge step for Christian. He's like, whoa, wow, this is kind of out there. This is something totally different. And I know exactly what Malcolm Moore's talking about on his fucking song, man. I mean, this stuff is so crazy and addicting and yet fun. Okay, so again, I have like probably 15 more fun experiences with this stuff. And I'm not going to name it. But anyways, I had fun with this stuff for a little while. But yet the addiction was always, I could never say no. When a friend asked me, should I do it? Even though I felt like complete shit the next day, everyone said, don't do it. No. I mean, I meant to say no, but I couldn't. I really couldn't. Because I just knew the experience. I knew the feeling. I was like, oh shit, I can't say no. And I'm sure that's different than ecstasy. Because you can say no, you can, but I know that people talk about when they do ecstasy that it's completely like the same thing. You become dumbfounded, your brain's stupid the next day, and you just feel retarded. And anyways, so what happened is multiple more times that there really wasn't too much good other than music. I'll be honest with you. I understood Angels and Airwaves like nobody. Like I was making music videos in my head. I'd lay on the ground. I understood Tom DeLonge. I understood every one of the albums. Love the rocket ships and shit. Like I just made these music videos and these life things, and that's why I think I'm so in love with Angels and Airwaves, for multiple reasons. Fuck, they're a great band. Fuck, they have great lyrics. Fuck, they have a great purpose, and they're just badass. But I mean, I have a deep connection with Angels and Airwaves, and I'm sure that's a big part of it, because one night I was out at fucking the middle of the desert with a buddy, and we did him, of course. We're sitting there, we're camping, and I just fucking one night, I couldn't sleep for shit. I was in my little sleeping bag, I was tossing and turning, couldn't sleep, and I'm like, I gotta go. And so I opened up the tent, and I went and got my little chair, and all of a sudden, we're out in the middle of the desert, so there's no light pollution, and I fucking look up in the stars, and I see God. Like, I see the galaxy like no one has ever seen it before. All of the lights, I see all of the stars, I see the Milky Way, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is it. And I start crying. I start physically actually crying because of the beautiful sight I saw. And again, I wish I could have that overwhelming feeling of crying about looking at just the fun, stars. And I'm obsessed with stars still. I'm obsessed with space to this day, and I probably always will be because it's just a part of my life. It's who I am. But I fucking saw it like no one's ever seen it. And I was like, oh shit, this stuff. And it doesn't help having these good experiences because it just pushes you to have more. Like, oh, you're gonna have another good experience. You'll have fun. Anyways, yeah, no. So anyways, this shit goes on. I'm like, okay, the music's cool. The lights are cool. Stars, I like looking at the stars on it. Okay. And it becomes so addicting. And you can't say no. And then your friends are like, hey, you should go get that stuff. We should do it tonight. I'm bored. Oh, okay. And it's so fucking unhealthy for you. It's a joke. And so anyways, okay, yeah, I go and get this shit. Well, there was 2 nights I've had the worst experiences probably of my entire life. Like, nothing will ever beat these experiences. And I'm going to tell you them. First off, I have a buddy who comes over. And he decides, hey, we should do these things. And I said, oh, okay. And I was living with my wife at the time, but we were dating. So I guess my fiance at the time. And we were living together, and my buddy came over and was like, we should do them tonight because he had never done them before. Well, he had done them once and then kind of was just like, it didn't really have a good experience. So we did them again. And figuring, oh, yeah, he'll have a good experience. Fuck that. No, it was bad. Like, we were just in the basement, and it was fucking getting insane. Things were getting crazy. He was turning pale white, and then he went to the bathroom like 9 times trying to throw up, and he was white as fucking white paper. And it was insane because I thought he was going to die. But I was on them as well. And the sad part that scared me is I didn't care. Like, my brain did not care. It did not understand death. It didn't understand that he was sick and hurting and was scared for his fucking life. But I didn't understand that. My brain couldn't comprehend negative or, whatever. And so I'm out there playing army crawl. I'm in my own world. I'm fucking Vietnam. I'm playing stupid stuff with my head. I'm just being stupid. And here he is fucking probably dying. And I don't comprehend that. I see that he's pale white. I see that he's throwing up and he's sick. And I couldn't care. I was just coming to check on him. Hey, you okay? Yeah, okay. Wanting him. The only thing I cared about at the time was, hey, come fucking play Army Crawl with me. Come play Vietnam. We're going to play Call of Duty real life. Like, just stupid shit in my head that I was making out. And I just wanted him to come play with me. And that was it. And it was such a dumb childlike mind that was so enjoyable. But also that the fact was he was probably going to die, and I didn't realize that. Anyways, he didn't die, just to finish the story there. He's not dead. But that, needless to say, that was the last time he ever did it. And I just figured, oh, he had a bad batch or a bad thing, or I don't know what you want to call it, but maybe it just doesn't work for him. I don't know. So I figured, I'm good, whatever. And so then the next experience, so the worst day of my life where I'll just tell you the story. So, Kid Cudi decides to come to town. I've got some friends. They're like, yeah, we should do it. I've got another buddy, different buddy. I'm not going to say names at all. But I've got another buddy, and he's like, yeah, we should do them for Kid Cudi. Okay. So, Kid Cudi comes to town up at Saltaire. I'm like, fuck yeah, we'll do this. Let's go do it. So, I take these pills. I take 8 of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, I'm feeling okay, but we're on the drive up. My wife's driving, and I've got 2 of my buddies in the back, and they're kind of fighting. It was really weird, but they were just fighting hardcore, just like yelling at each other. They were both really drunk, but they were just fighting over stupid stuff. And I'm in the front seat trying to focus because I popped them. Like, Saltaire is probably an hour drive from my house. So here we are on our drive, and they finally kick in on the drive. And I'm like feeling, oh shit. And so I roll down the windows. I'm trying to get some air. They're fighting. There's so much things going on, and none of them are positive. And I'm like, oh crap. All of a sudden, my body's just like, bleh, and I fucking throw up all over my wife's car. Out the window, of course. So we're driving on the road, and here's Christian fucking throwing up out of the side window. And I'm just throwing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then my body starts getting hot. burning like someone's got a fucking propane like fire on me, and I'm just, and it would get hot for like 10 seconds and then drop down to freezing cold, and I'd be like ice fucking cold, and it would be holy shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die. And first off, I want to go to the concert, right? I'm so stoked. We're here. You know, we finally get there. And I'm like, oh, shit. We've got our buddies with us. We're meeting other buddies. We've got tons of people coming. I can't bail on them. I can't just say, wife, take me home. Let's miss Kid Cudi because he comes so often. So I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll be good. Let me just get out there and, you know, walk around. So I start walking around. Again, everything's flashes. Faces, people, trying to have conversations with me. No one knows I'm really fucked up except for the ones I've told. And they all saw me throw up. The ones that were following behind us, like, you okay, dude? You need to go home? And I'm like, nah, I'm going to be good. As my skin is fucking burning. I'm talking like, it felt like 200 degrees. My skin was on fire. And then it just went ice cold within 15 seconds later. And it was sucked because I couldn't do anything to stop it. So anyways, these things are going hot, cold. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to die. Today's the day. And so finally we're there at Saltaire. We get the tickets. We're inside. I thought for sure the cops would notice this guy's fucked up on something. No, of course not. So I get in there. I'm in the backyard on the grass where the concert's about to start. Walking around, I see all these people from high school or old girls I used to date or people like that. And I'm like, oh, shit, they're going to know. And here I am fucked up, and I just can't hold a conversation. I can't think. I can't make eye contact with them. And I just start laughing. Like, they're like, oh, Christian, how are you? It's been so long. And I'm like, I just start laughing at them, and I didn't say anything, and I would just walk off, and they thought I was fucking rude or crazy, and I just couldn't hold the conversation for shit because I didn't care. I just wanted that fucking music to start. I'm like, let's get the shit on the road. Things will go good, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know. So anyways, I start getting sick again. I'm like, oh shit, Christian's got to throw up again. He's feeling shit. He's feeling sick as fuck. I need something. I don't know what to do. I need to get better. Anyways, I'm freaking out. So I go and I'm like, okay, well, let's go to the porta potty inside. So I run to these porta potties inside, and I just try to fucking puke my guts out. I'm like, I gotta puke. I'm gonna die if I don't puke. So I'm trying to get this shit out of my system. You know, I can't puke. I got nothing to puke. I'm dry heaving. I've got nothing in my stomach. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. And the weirdest part was I felt like there were bricks on my head. Like someone was just pushing all this fucking pressure on the front of my forehead for like 10 minutes and then would let go and then come right back. But it was so crazy. So the entire time I had this pounding, like I felt like I was 14 feet underwater. You know, when you go under like 12 feet of water and you're swimming or whatever, and like you can feel the pressure on your ears and the pressure on your head. Yeah. It was like walking around with being under a 14 feet of water. And it was just this pressure on my head, my ears, everything, and it was gnarly, and I couldn't take it anymore. So as I get out of the porta potty at this point, I look over and I see that there's paramedics, and I have two thoughts in my head. One, I get fucked up. I go, I go and pretty much say, hey, guys, I'm going to die here at Saltaire. This is the way Christian Stevens is going to go out. He's going to fucking die at Saltaire. Or I go over and I can tell the paramedics that, hey, I'm really fucked up. I'm going to die. Help me, because I'm going to die. And I literally thought that was the end of my life. I thought I was going to die that day. And I was so scared. I'm, things flashing. People are trying to talk to me. They're like, oh, dude, the cops, this, that. Oh, no. I don't know. There were so many things going on that I couldn't understand it. So I'm freaking out at this point. But I'm not freaking out. Like physically, I just in my head, I'm freaking out. I'm thinking I can't comprehend. I can't say things. I can't explain. My wife's upstairs with her friend drinking because she wanted to drink, and I told her, nah, it's all good. Go. I'm fine. I'll be okay. And all she wanted to do was take care of me. But I figured, nah, I'm good. I'll take care of myself. I'm fine. I'll hang out with my friends. Well, my friends I lost them because I ran to the toilet and I couldn't find anybody, and I'm just fucked up off my ass, and I can't see anything. I can't feel anything. I just am. Anyways, so I'm sitting there trying to think. If I go over to the paramedics, most likely they are going to give me a ticket or something. I don't know if I could get a ticket for that, but I wasn't going to risk it at that point. I'm like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to miss Kid Cudi. Again, that is the stupidest thing ever. If I could have done it again, I would have gone and talked to fucking the paramedics. But of course, when you're on these things, you're stupid. You're funny. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna be good, because you're thinking with this stupid head that is dumbed down off of retardation, pretty much. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll skip the paramedics. I'll be good. I'll watch the show. Well, I am still here, so I guess it worked. But I believed I was going to die that night, and I was scared of a ticket comparing to dying. And that was when I really realized, holy shit, this is a stupid drug. I would take any day, a normal person would take a quick ticket over fucking dying. So anyways, I was like, okay, no, I'm good. So I go out and I find my friends finally, and I'm sitting there watching the show. Well, the first part, it's some guy, I think his name is, I don't even remember. So some guy's opening up for Kid Cudi, and he's shit, pretty much. And then all of a sudden, I hear, okay, the crowd goes quiet. I look over, I see the sunset over the Salt Lake, and it is just like one of those pink-red sunsets, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I start looking around, and start seeing beautiful things. People are still trying to talk to me, but I'm really just noticing the scenery and just the people around and these things. And all of a sudden, it starts getting dark, and then after the sun went down, boom. Just that one Kid Cudi song that pops on. It was like, bow, 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 bow. What up? How is everybody doing? And instantly, fucking right there at that point, I'm like, poof, my head just like, the bricks were gone, the feeling were gone, all this stuff. The music was on, and I could zoom in with my eyes. It was weird. Like, I zoomed in, and I could see Kid Cudi and the concert and everything flowing and going, and I was like, oh. The second Kid Cudi started, everything was gone. All the feelings, all the worries, all the anxiety, all the pressure, all of the sickness, everything was gone. And I was like, woof, and I just start dancing. I'm fucking out there in the crowd by myself, fucking just moving to this music. And that's when it all kind of just went good. And since that day, I told my wife, never fucking let me ever do these again, or you can divorce me. And she's held up to that agreement, and I've held up to that agreement. I'm still married, so I'm doing good. But it was such an addiction because it was such an amazing feeling. It was such a great thing. But I'll never fucking do them again because I thought I was going to die. I thought that was my last day. Here I am. I wasted my fucking life, and I killed myself because I decided to have a funny feeling for a few hours. I was so fucking stupid. I almost lost my friend. I almost died. And you would think that would be good signs of, hey, you should probably stop this. That's probably not a good thing. Nah, your brain doesn't think. So it's fucked up. It's kind of just, it's fucking crazy. I don't know how to explain it. Never do cough medicine. Malcolm Moore knows what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. When I heard this song and shit, I was like, fuck, this guy gets it. And, I love it because I understand. Malcolm Moore is a badass rapper. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He speaks from his brain. He speaks from his mind. He understands shit. He also, we have so much in common. He used to take care of correctional kids, and I do the same thing. And it's kind of crazy because we have a lot in common with our lives and stuff. And so, not only that, he's just a great rapper. He also speaks about great things. He's got his shit together. He's making a movement. He's helping gay marriage. He's a badass. And his songs actually are a story. They're not just like, yo, pussy, twerk, twerk, pussy, cash, hoes, money. Like, he's actually got some point to him. And I love that he's 100% independent and he's an entrepreneur himself. And I am myself. And so I back him up 100%. And I know exactly where he came from. When my brother showed me that song, I cried because I was like, holy shit. The other side gets it. Like, this shit gets it. I get it. I understand this because I was there. I know exactly what that song's talking about. Cold sweats, all of that shit, man. It's an addicting thing, and I don't ever want any of my listeners to fucking even try this shit. Don't try it. Don't get into it. Don't even mess with it. It's nothing to fuck with. It is horrible. Horrible for you. If you're going to do anything, go smoke some weed or something, okay? Just get high and then realize that you're doing nothing, and that's fine. Sit there and do nothing. Don't go get cold medicine. Don't fucking even fuck with that shit. Take it from me. Take it from everyone else. Just don't fuck with it because it's an addictive thing. There's something in there. I can't remember the name. I don't want to say it's niacin or it's... I don't know. Don't fuck with it, guys. Stay away from it. Anyways, so that's my story. That's me. Fuck drugs. I'm not even for drugs at all. There's a difference. There's a thing called drugs, and that is heroin, and that would be coke. Well, not even cocaine necessarily. That comes from a cocoa leaf. But there traces. Don't fuck with cocaine. Don't fuck with meth. Don't fuck with this shit. Psychedelics are a little bit different. I'm talking, for me personally, I've never done mushrooms, but I would be very, very open to it because it is a natural thing. But again, I hear the good and the bad and the ugly about that, and I would, knowing what I've experienced, I never want to experience that bad ever again. It was the scariest moment in my life. Like, I wanted to shit myself because I thought, today's the day, I'm going to die, and this is it, and I'm done, and so I believe there are good things and there are bad things about certain drugs, guys, but stay the fuck away from drugs. If you can do it, get high off of life. Like, I don't think people understand that, but you can actually get high off of life. You can be happy to the point where your body is releasing so many chemicals and dopamine and serotonin, all these things that you are releasing, you're naturally high. And I love it. So go do things that make you naturally high. If it's adrenaline, go do it. If you want to go fucking... Just go do you. Go do you. Fuck drugs. Fuck doing them with friends. Don't do that shit. Stay away with it. Learn it. Live it. Understand it. Pretty much learn from me. Fuckers, don't fuck with it, guys. It's dangerous shit. You don't want to get involved with it. It's costly. It's cost effective to your fucking wallet. It's cost effective in fucking your life over and you're losing days and I don't know. Never do it, guys. Fucking stay away from it. Anyways, holla back. YOLO hashtag 420 boner, whatever the fuck, I don't know. Guys, it was so great to speak to you today. I wish you could speak back to me, but you can't. So anyways, make sure you get us on iTunes. We are now officially on iTunes. All you have to do is go to the iTunes store on your microphone, fucking Apple store, or sorry, iTunes store. On your iPhone, your iMac, your MacBook, your iPad, anything that has that. Also, I think if you have iTunes on any other computer, like a PC, you can download that. So download it. Come subscribe to us. Download the episodes. If you subscribe, that way you'll get all my new episodes. It'll just pop up in your podcast app. If you do have an Apple product, meaning like the iPhone, the iMac, the iPad, those, download the podcast app and then it will go straight to there. That's the easiest and best way to do. So just go to your app store, download podcast. Then from there, it's the little purple guy. Download that. Then search It's Always Sunny in Saratoga in the store. It'll pop up. Subscribe to me. Please write a review. Give me 5 stars. Let's get this shit going. Let's get some followers. Let's get some people. Let's get this stuff rolling because this is some serious stuff. New stuff to announce. We are having Collect Car on the show. Yay! If you don't know who Collect Car is, check her out on iTunes or check her out on YouTube. Preferably check out Back It Up. That's one of my favorite songs by her. But she's got some badass songs. She's a beautiful, fun, crazy ass girl. And she's very, very talented in rapping. And I think she's better than Kesha, but she's on her way. Up definitely on the chart. She's got tons of views and tons of people know who she is. She just hasn't really done tours and things like that yet because she's not on the radio quite yet. But give it time. She'll be on there. She's a badass. So anyways, check it out. Colette Carr. She was going to be on the show. She's over in the UK right now. But as soon as she gets back, we're going to have her on the show. We're also going to have my buddy TJ. We're also going to have my buddy, the McLeod brothers. I'm going to be in their podcast as well. Check out Wasatch Frontin'. I think Frontin' is FRNTN. It's not Frontin'. I don't know, guys. I'm horrible with this shit. But check them out. Wasatch Frontin' on Facebook. And I'm going to be on their show, and then vice versa. They'll be on my show, and the McLeod brothers are funny as hell. I'm going to have TJ Gossard, who is a fitness fucking nut, and he can come and teach you all you guys need to know about fitness, losing weight, becoming healthy, being smart. He's done it. He knows what he's talking about. He's a smart man. Same with Derek Fuhrer. He's going to be on the show too, and he's just a funny-ass, crazy motherfucker, and he's one of my best friends, and so we're going to have him on the show, and that one you're going to definitely want to tune into because shit is about to get crazy, so you definitely want to be tuning into that. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to also thank my buddy Harrison Ford. No, I'm kidding. Harrison Williams for being on the show. He's been, he's my Australian friend, and he's been doing some crazy stuff for us. And so we're excited to have him mixing and doing some live sessions for us. And you can check us out also on iTunes. So all these episodes are going to be on iTunes. Subscribe, motherfuckers. Subscribe. Give me a review. Write 5 stars. Write me 1 star. I don't give a shit. Just give me a good review. Love me. Hate me. Play the game. Get rich, die trying. No, I'm kidding. Seriously, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All of you guys mean a lot to me. I thank you for listening. This is some serious shit I talked about today, but we'll get some more comedy into it later. Also, I'm going to start talking about more positive things, more positive psychology. I consider myself somewhat of an expert in positive psychology. And I know you guys may say, oh, this guy fucks around. He talks a lot of shit, whatever. Yeah, right. Nah, this is me being funny. I can also, I'm a comedian in a way. So just don't take it seriously. I'm a comedian. I'm funny. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha. So anyways, check out more podcasts, listen to other shit, subscribe so you can get my new ones. Thank you. Take care. Peace.
It's always sunny in Saratoga.
Good evening. Tonight has been a wonderful experiment of human contact. A symbiotic relationship between man and machine and you. The human brain is capable of millions of connections. Each one is a memory, an event. Tonight shall be remembered not by one, but by thousands of these relationships. As you leave here tonight, close your eyes and travel back to here, to now. And always remember that this was one moment. You were not alone, and you felt something that thousands of others had felt, and it was love.